everyone, and welcome to Tomb Raider. So we are inside the Sun Palace, and we are attempting to find Sam specifically and the rest of the crew from our ship. I think we're still operating under the assumption that they were there. And we stumble upon this fantastic piece of cutscene. This was a very intense set of missions. It was very quick. Like, this video is 40 minutes long, double speed. Like, I probably could have split it or sped it up more, but it was so intense and so like, I know it's coming in the video and I'm like, I don't want to see it again. So, essentially, these zealots are under the impression Sam is the one they've been looking for. She's the one that is going... I don't know if they want to get off the island or harness the power of the island or what have you. But yeah, we just jumped into a river of blood. Oh, I hate it. I don't like it. This is not my favorite part. I'm not gonna lie. Now we're covered in blood again. This is like the third or fourth time we've been covered in blood. We literally just jumped into a pool of blood. Like, ugh. So now we've got this gas cloud mechanic where I figured out later we could blow it up with our fire arrows. But they took all of our weapons and stuff off of us. So at this point, all we've got is our arrows. Fortunately, we can still have our fire arrows. I don't know if we can have our rope arrows. I didn't check. I don't remember. But we've got our bow at least. So good thing I upgraded my bow first. So it's just kind of like an what do we do from here moment, and it's kind of, I was recovering, like Lara was recovering, I was recovering. At this point, I was trying to, because when I had played this initially, like this is where I had stopped. Like I had gone straight from entering the palace into that cutscene with Sam, and then I stopped here because I wasn't sure initially where we would stop, so I had cut that video before I had found a camp for the day, not knowing when the next camp was gonna be. And at this point I was just kind of like, what in the flying fuck am I going to have to do next? Like, are you kidding me? So it gets a little intense in these few parts, and some of these parts are very, very, very quick, very fast-paced. I think there is a camp or two mixed into where we were, but it was clearly like a save point. Like, it really wasn't. Oh, Lara was talking as well. Alright. That's what it was. So yeah, we go. It gets insane, guys. Oh, I have the chills just thinking about it. I don't want to. I know it's coming. Okay, so I have two screens. This screen has the video playing as I'm doing my voiceover. This screen does not, so that's why I keep looking over here, because like this screen does not have this shit happening on it. So yeah, we see somebody get tossed in, and this area, I don't like it. I don't like any of it. So I do thoroughly explore this area before going on to the next one too. Like, it was a weird area to explore. I was kind of hesitant to explore it, but also like kind of needed to be done. I think I found several artifacts, books, like that kind of stuff. So I mean, I don't really have the intention of going back through at any point and finding those things, so I am trying to find them as best I can the first time through. Which I'm kind of annoyed. I ultimately found like 4 out of 5 of those GPS catches, I think. I don't think I found the 5th one. Of course I didn't. They are not the easiest to find, and like you have to walk past them in just the right way for it to flick up the little magnifying glass thing. So we break that, and then we can explode it, which initially I did not realize, and I was torn between wanting to move on, but also like, this area seems so weird. It's so weird. I just wanted to make sure there was no like alternate routes. Like, I kind of assumed like it was gonna be an issue. Like, as soon as they figured out I was still alive or whatever, like, it was gonna be an issue. So at this point, I don't think they really knew where I was, and I was just fighting their prisoners who have gone crazy and I want to say cannibalistic at this point. I really don't. The lore of this island is so crazy, right? Because like, everybody that's flown or sailed near this island has crashed into it, and if they've survived, like, they've just lived here. They just live here now. This is their life. And they can either adapt to the crazy or get eaten, I guess. I don't know. So that's the thing. Like, I don't know. So there is the ancient civilization that was here, where a lot of the temples and infrastructure was put into place. And then you have the people that have been living here since, and this cult, essentially, that worship the powers of the island and the sun goddess, and they believe that kind of nonsense. So it's kind of this hodgepodge, and like, as you're going through, like, who created all this chaos and nonsense? Like, was it the original civilization, or is it all of these crazy zealots and things that have done it? So it's a combination of, like, did the few original crash landers get adopted into the civilization and kind of carry it on. So it's a whole thing. So I ran right up here and was like, all right, let's go, let's do it. And like, was nowhere near as sneaky as I should have been. I should have been way sneakier. But here I'm like, oh yeah, no, I got this. I don't got it. I don't got it. How are there this many people on an island? I don't understand. I didn't know the island had this kind of infrastructure and to support so many people. Lara has killed so many people at this point. It's insane. So this was still a mess up at this point. But I was like, okay, what if I bring them back into this area? Like, that can't possibly go bad for me. Right? No, it goes bad. It obviously goes bad. Like, why wouldn't it go bad? I was out of arrows. Like, so then I was like, okay, there's gotta be a different way I gotta be sneakier about this. So then I tried to do the sneaky as I could. I waited until they split up. I was really listening to what they were saying, and so I could tell, like, okay, he's splitting off that direction. He's there. His partner's not watching him take a piss, so... So he was calling like, oh hey, like, what's the problem down here? So I was expecting people to come running to his aid, and nobody did, and I think it's because I shot that other guy first. So I was waiting for him to come back up, because he's still kind of on alert. So I managed to take those two guys out without setting off any sort of alarm or anything, thankfully. So then I could move up to the next part and see what the next part had in store. And like I said, there's just... So I was very like, okay, his back is turned. So if I shoot the one he's not looking at, obviously, like, don't shoot the one that the one is, like, if you shoot somebody while somebody's looking, that's gonna cause a problem. So and so it was a little puzzly at this point, like, because things were locked, and so we have to navigate our way around it being locked. And I'm doing my damnedest to make sure I'm not... Yeah, they did give us a random camp. But, like... it was just literally just a random, like, oh, hey, like, you made it to the next part. Congratulations. You made it out of Blood River and Poison Valley. Like, what? You didn't even make it out of Poison Valley yet. We're still in Poison Gas Valley. So yeah, we're still trying to get some sort of bearings at this point, I guess. Like, it's not really... So this next part was a little tricky as well. Because again, like, you have to... Oh, okay. Take out this guy without this guy watching, and if you can't see who's watching, it can be a bit of a problem. did take out the light because who wants lights? They make it easy to see you. I didn't kill him right away, so that kind of raised the alarm. And I am unfortunately still operating under a small number of arrows at this point. Like, I still only have my bow. Like, I don't have my other weapons back yet. So it is a little bit of a pain. Oh, I did end up full on arrows. I was torn. Like, do I go down there? Do I not go down there? And I didn't really want to go down there. I didn't know if there was anybody else down there. I didn't want any more alarms being raised. So I have every expectation that that little glowy that we saw was the last GPS cache that I needed. I'm 100% sure of that, but I just did not want to risk that. So now, I think this is the part where I messed up and died the first time, maybe, unless I figured it out before. I might have. Yeah, so I realized, like, I could take everybody out. It's so funny when, like, I actually do things the smart way. Like, I amaze myself when that happens. Like, oh, like, I did something the smart way and not the difficult way. That always seems to be what the options are. The smart way or the difficult way. Like, and if there is a difficult way, I generally make it more difficult on myself. That seems to be my life choices with video games. If it can be difficult, I will make it difficult, and I will make it more difficult. So yeah, we're just gonna blow some more stuff up. I do use my Q sometimes. That's the hard part. Like, I don't... Like I said, this is also where it gets puzzly. Like, they still want to have puzzles mixed in. And now we randomly have tunnel collapsing around us as well. Like, okay, great. So, this is what I mean by it gets very, like, quick paced. Some of this goes like super fast and you can't stop and like think about things. Like you have to go. And so now we hear our crew is being held captive in here. So we can hear their voices. And we can hear them talking. And so I'm trying to decide who's the best one to kill when, and I kind of mess it up a little bit. Mess it up a little tiny bit. Because obviously. But where did they all come from? Like, there was at least 5 guys that showed up, right? So like, I'm pretty sure I didn't end up killing 5 people when I did it the not so dumb way. So I took him out a lot quicker that time without fire and without like it being a problem. So then I was waiting for these 2 to split up, and I don't always have the most patience. So that was 3, and I was like, there were way more people than that the last time, so like, don't raise alarms. Like, the moral of this story is do not let them raise the alarms, because it's gonna be 100 people versus 3. So now we're trying to figure out how to get them down, and this is where shit starts to get a little crazy. This is where shit goes downhill quickly. This is where we start to go downhill very fast. So making sure I didn't miss anything. Making sure I have all the salvage. And then I'm like, okay, well, guess we're blowing some more stuff up. 'Cause why not? Yeah, things start to go a little wonky here. And then obviously things start to break and things start to happen, and the more explosions it causes, the more issues it causes, and they're trying to give me advice because obviously they are, and then you have to time explosions the right way. And then obviously there is a lava pool below us, because why wouldn't there be? Why wouldn't there be just a pit of fire underneath me? Like, that was obviously a thing we needed to have happen at some point. Do you think they were just like, okay, what looks epic? Dangling from a helicopter over a volcano. That always looks epic. And they're like, yes. Now how do we add it into the game? Like, or having Lara's head pop up out of like blood. Like, yes. How do we make it happen? Like, there are some things in this game that I'm just like, clearly they were just having fun with it, right? Like, clearly. So this was actually fairly difficult and fairly annoying. So you had to pop both gas things, which was fine, but then you had to shoot both at once. 1 arrow, 2 explosions. And I didn't really know how to do this. So I was like, okay. And I did it that way and it wasn't quite right. So then I was like, okay, I gotta double pop it. And then I was like, I can't double arrow. Like, they're not gonna let me double arrow. Because I was gonna do 1, 2 like I had done with the thing. So then I'm like, okay, I have to like hit both. Like, I have to shoot my flame arrow through both gas clouds. And they somehow had enough time to like bolt off of it, right? And that magically transported them to like a safe place to escape. Meanwhile, me in my life, I'm like, no, I'm gonna go get Sam. You guys go ahead, like, get out the safety of the cavern. Like, see you later. Like, okay, sure. Like, I get no one left behind, but seriously? So now we are in the shit at this point. Like, it is Crazyville, and like they're all running from the fire too, and so it's hard because like they care that you're there, but also not, right? Like some of them care more than others. Like I don't know if that was a purposeful spot or if it's just because of like location and where they are that they're coded to care that you're there and to try to take you out. But it's just trying to get through this area, A, alive, and B, we have to then find Sam. And we run into Shady McShadington again. And we see there is just craziness everywhere. It's just chaos. Because, like, you see people and you're like, okay, I have to take them out. And then you're like, nah. They've got enough problems. And then we see all of this nonsense. And it's like, I get that this is probably important to what is happening on the island right now, but also literally burning down around us. Like, we might want to rethink our priorities here. Yeah, see, and then they shoot at me from across there, and I'm like, guys, like, your building is burning down. Like, why are you shooting me? Like, your building is literally burning down around your faces. Like, you have bigger problems to worry about than me right now. Yeah, I was trying to look and see who was shooting at me to see if I could take them out like, getting over there, and I happened to, like, kill the right dude. Like, apparently I just happened to kill the right person that was taking shots at me last time. Yeah, I run into Sketchy McSketchington over here. Like, hi, like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, I'm being their friend, like, they're teaching me all of their ways. And I'm like, where's Sam? Like, are you not helping our crew? Like, what are you doing? Oh, this battle. This battle took me a good chunk of time to get through. This was an obnoxious thing. But I do get most of my weapons back, if I remember correctly at this point. So yeah, we hear her essentially telling them, like, I'm not who you think I am. Like, no. Where they're basically trying to tell him, like, oh, we gotta get out of here. And they're like, nah. So yeah, this dude that was guarding her happened to have all of my weapons. Apparently they just wanted one strapped dude and not 3 strapped dudes. So Sam gets out relatively, and then I have to survive the ambush. That's the literal mission at this point, is survive the ambush while the building is falling down around them, and I have set the person they needed to escape. Like, you're gonna worry about me when the building is burning and the person you were supposed to be protecting is now running away. I don't think I'm your priority here. Like, I don't think I'm the one that you should be focusing here, friends. And I've got a shotgun that's taking out the pillars. And you've got weapons that are taking out the pillars. Like, this whole shit is coming down around us. So yeah, this took me several attempts to complete and get around. A pain in the butt. Because at one point, so you go through and you take out all the people with guns, and I was kind of like, I was straight up like, I'm gonna be in your face. That didn't work. Being in his face did not work. Because I was trying to escape their firebombs, I'm trying to escape their weapons, trying to escape like all of their bullshit. And like the shotgun destroys shit, their weapons destroy shit, like it's a hot mess. And like there's sort of cover, but like not really, because like it's a giant square and all of the cover is slowly being eliminated between the fire bombs and weapons and everything else. Like it's just insane. And then heavily armored dude comes in, and that took me a little while. Fortunately, and that's what I do like about this game, especially on easy mode, is where it saves it. So like once I got to this point, like it was just restarting this point a couple of times over and over again, and it didn't keep sending me back to the beginning where Sam escaped. Like now we're at that next part, and I like how it splits it into parts, and it's not the whole thing again. Because we have to plan for me to die a lot. See, sometimes I just make things more difficult on myself, and that annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie, that one annoyed me the most. That I had him, and then the covering fire is what got me. So then I was like, okay, if I take out the guy with the covering fire first. So if I take out the cover fire first, and then I take out Monstrosity, dude, we'll try it that way. And I'm still trying to get a handle on switching my weapons and reloading the weapons at appropriate times. So I'm chasing the dude with the gun while the dude in the armor is chasing me. Like, it's just, like, how comical must that have looked to anybody looking? Like, are you kidding me? So then he was down, and I could try to take this guy down. I do have a couple of points into like the brawler type of skill set, but not much. But I was finally able to like take them out and then try to escape the inferno. I was like, fuck your light. I want nothing to do with it. So then we had to fight our way out of the palace, because obviously, apparently they're not going to try and escape anymore. I don't know. Like, I just set a bunch of them on fire. Like, oh, you're not scared of fire? All right, here, have some fire. Like, you assholes. Like, why are you trying to fight me right now? Like, what are you going to accomplish? Like, do you know how many people I've killed at this point? Like, I'm a one-woman army. And then they sent another monster dude, and I'm like, how do you like climbing hooks? Like, Let me just smash you in the face with my freaking climbing hook. Like, insane. Absolutely insane. How that dude survived a throw flame arrow, I will never know. Flame arrow straight to the throat. And then shield with covering fire. Pain in my ass. They did not want to make this easy. And that's what I mean by like, it was very like quick paced. It was just go, go, go. I don't actually know how I didn't die at this point, but there you have it. Because I actually used other guns or tactics and not just. So now we make it out into the courtyard. We are coming up close to the end at this point, or where I decided to cut it. I kept playing. But, this was an interesting challenge. I think I really didn't know. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like, this was one of those moments where I'm like, I don't legitimately know what I am supposed to be doing here. Like, this doesn't seem like a smart idea. Maybe I try and find a different way around. And like, it's just... So I found that wall. I'm like, how do I get to that wall? Like, that is an impossible task. And then it turns out it's not an impossible task. So I'm like, okay, what do I do from here? And apparently I smash his face in is what I am supposed to do. And I'm not gonna lie, this took me a little while. Like, I didn't really understand why I died that first time. Like, I thought I had got in, what was it, that grenade off? The grenade launcher? Like, and again, I'm like, oh, like, am I supposed to, like, dodge a bullet while shooting a grenade launcher? Because that makes sense. But okay, sure, let's try it. So yeah, I literally just had to like move. It didn't matter which direction. I don't know if that's just because it's easy mode, but like, I just had to move any direction. Well, I moved to the right specifically and fire the grenade at the same time. Like, all right. And now I have a grenade launcher that I strapped to my rifle? Like, okay, sure. Like, what? That is absolutely insane. Like, it was insane to me that this is my life now. This is Lara's life now. Like, battling my way out, randomly find a grenade launcher, and like, oh yeah, let's just duct tape this bitch to my rifle. Is that a normal thought that people have? Like, do you just carry duct tape around? Like, where did we find duct tape to do that? Like, I'm not complaining. Like, it's super cool, but like, getting into obnoxious land. It's just craziness. So yeah, we made it to our campsite. So we upgrade a little bit, and then I call it here for the episode. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will continue our escape of the Solari Fortress next time. Bye guys, have a great day.